Okay, here's one issue that I have with myself when making these videos is that I just get trapped in a Reddit wormhole and I just keep going and going and going. But it's Saturday, February 25th. Here's your 5-minute fix. Here we go. Twerking should rank up there with the F-bomb. The Rihanna Super Bowl FCC complaints are here. Rolling Stone has Freedom of Information Act, ID, obtained and curated the wildest, most puritanical objections to Rihanna's halftime show. This is something that comes out every year after the Super Bowl. You always got people who are upset about the halftime show. They send their complaints to the FCC. This year, I think there was 135 or so complaints or something. Let's read. Gather round, everyone. It's that special time of year once again. The FCC complaints over the Super Bowl halftime show have arrived. Rolling Stone obtained the complaints to the proverbial television manager via the Freedom of Information Act request. And you better believe people were mad about Rihanna's performance. In total, the FOIA request returned 103 pages of complaints. My goodness. And almost all of them were about Rihanna. Her gyrating, her crotch grabbing, her finger sniffing, and crude lyrics. There are a couple of exceptions, like the person who complained about broadcaster Terry Bradshaw fat shaming Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid by calling him big guy 3 times, then saying waddle over here. Oh my God. Oh my. The hilarity. As is almost always the case, the vast majority of complaints about Rihanna's performance had that indignant, won't somebody please think of the children air, insisting that the Super Bowl is a family-friendly program and that the National Football League and its broadcast partners should be ashamed for showing such filth, as if football itself isn't built around brain and life-destroying violence. As if 1 month before Rihanna touched her own butt or whatever, one player didn't nearly die on national television after going into cardiac arrest following an on-field hit. Very good point, talking about Damar Hamlin. But we digress. Below is carefully curated selection of some of our favorite FCC complaints about Rihanna, or at least 2 people refer to her Rhiannon. Some of these comments have been edited for length. Absolutely none have been edited for spelling, punctuality, punctuation, oh my goodness, I can't read, or clarity. Here we go. The sexualization, genital grabbing, sniffing of her fingers, man pulling off his jacket and then gyrating, all while singing lyrics far too inappropriate for a family sport event. I will not watch this again next year if this is how you are going to disrespect our nation. Oh my. Rihanna. The gyrating and rear end and crotch grabbing is too far for broadcast TV. It seems like almost every year performers want to do some version of this in their dancing. Please put an end to this. On top of all this, 4 of the songs she chose to sing were about sex. This is supposed to be a family-friendly show. Perpetual air humping and glorifying being a stripper isn't child-friendly for the Super Bowl. I actually didn't know these were going to be this good. This is hilarious. Very disappointed that you would allow this to be shown at this big stage. America is better than this. She spread her ass cheek at the crack. She rubbed her pants where her labia were three times. Oh, these are real. These are real. These are real complaints from real people. I was shocked by the halftime show by Shakira. She is pregnant and was pumping her pelvis while holding her crotch, and another time she had her backup dancers were holding their hands up the cracks of their butts and pumping. I would have rather Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction, which was an accident, to this crap. This person's calling for titties over some gyrating and crotch holding. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's read a couple more. Can we please have a halftime show where the artist doesn't grab their crotch or try to dry hump the lead singer? I really don't want to see 30 backup dancers doing pelvic thrusts. Ew. Also, twerking should rank up there with the F-bomb. Oh man. Bunch of Peggy prudes. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. Why am I having to explain to my kids why Rihanna is rubbing her crotch and smelling her hand afterwards during a Super Bowl halftime show? Yo, I got to be honest with you. I saw most, I think, only a part of the halftime show. I got to say, I did not notice any of this crotch grabbing or finger smelling, booty crack spreading that some of these people are claiming. It's just oh gosh. Okay, hold on. I gotta read this last one. Scratching your crotch and anus and the sniffing your fingers makes me puke. The devil sequence was blatantly anti-Christian and so inappropriate. Oh man. We're gonna leave that one at that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave the link to this page in the comments below because it is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Like, this is good. This is a good read, a good bathroom read, you know? A little quick one, a little blurb from John Jones in regards to Francis Ngannou, as John Jones is preparing to face Cyril Gane for the heavyweight title of the UFC. Jones says Ngannou is at fault for their failed fight. Quote, Francis had the opportunity to face me and he opted out of the opportunity. If anyone should be criticized, it's Francis Ngannou. If I'm correct, he was offered the biggest contract in heavyweight history. He had the opportunity to be a guy to dethrone me. He didn't believe in himself. Francis didn't believe in himself. He wasn't willing to gamble on himself. And there you go. That's John Jones on Francis Ngannou leaving the UFC via RMC Sport. What do you guys think about that? Scathing words, as they like to say in the genre of communication. Scathing. Up next here, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there were rumors that Kanye may be back with Adidas. We're going to take a look at a couple different articles here. No, this one is from usatoday.com for the win. This is a sports brand, I'm assuming, the sports area. Look at this. This is a great picture of Kanye right here. Very, very Kanye-like picture. No, Kanye West isn't coming back to Adidas, so please stop paying attention to the baseless rumors on the internet. Ooh. Someone feels very strongly about this. Over the last few weeks or so, you've probably seen a ton of rumors about Kanye West potentially returning to Adidas. It all stems from Adidas facing major losses with leftover Yeezy products after the brand cut West at the tail end of 2022 for being anti-Semitic and anti-black. Yeezy products became an essential piece to Adidas and now they're unable to sell any of it. I got a couple pairs myself. So the thinking goes, if Adidas brings Kanye back, gives him a raise and sells the remaining Yeezy products, they'll still be able to make a profit off of what the brand currently has sitting in storage somewhere. And well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news or maybe not so bad news, but this isn't a thing. It's just the interneting. Let's dive into where this is all coming from and why. So this individual, Mike D. Sykes II Jr., does not believe that this could happen, is going to happen. So he poses the question, wait, there are rumors that Adidas wants Kanye back? Yes, and they've been circulating the internet for weeks now. They come in all forms, from suspiciously unsourced tweets like this one. There's a link, blah, blah, blah. We all know Elon removed embedding of tweets on other websites, so you can't see the tweet. LOL, yeah, this isn't true. Mike Sykes. It also includes news articles using right-wing Twitter accounts as their lone source. Just do a quick Google search of Kanye West returns to Adidas or something similar. You'll quickly find that there are just a bunch of rumor posts with no one citing any credible sources. It's all just vibes, really. So one thing that makes me kind of sketchy about this, he brought up this right-wing Twitter accounts as their lone source. This tells me this guy is left-leaning, might have a little bit of a bias. Why is this a thing? This makes no sense. At the core of it all, this is a dilemma Adidas is faced with as a company right now. Obviously, Adidas clipped West from its brand in December. The brand is no longer affiliated with him. It isn't paying him a royalty anymore, and it isn't selling any Yeezy affiliated Adidas products anymore. But the same products Adidas isn't selling anymore were still in production when the brand chose to split with West. Now, it's reportedly left with $530 million in Yeezy products that it can't do anything with, according to the Financial Times. Wow, that's a huge problem, isn't it? Very much so. Adidas is trying to figure out the best way to repurpose the products the company can't do anything with right now. NPR crunched the numbers a bit here. In a profit warning issued on Thursday, Adidas said the decision to not sell existing merchandise is expected to slash the company's full-year revenue by 1.2 billion euros, about $1.28 billion, and its operating profit by 500 million. That's potentially a massive loss that's unprecedented. That's true. Sheesh, so where do these rumors come in with all of this? The thinking is that Adidas might be better off just bringing West back on the new deal and continuing to sell its Yeezy product. That way the company avoids a massive shortfall, and keeps its shareholders satisfied. It's a very cynical way of looking at things. In all honesty, it's hard to blame people for thinking a corporation would do something like this. The bottom line generally always comes first. That's why it took Adidas so long to cut West in the first place. So I have to ask, would that be a good idea? No, absolutely not. It doesn't take into account the fact that West is the reason the Adidas brand is in the space it's in the first place. Not only did the dude float out anti-Semitic and push anti-black propaganda through his brand, but he's also the same dude who tormented and harassed executives trying to force his way out of the company. He mocked outgoing CEO Casper Rorsted with a newspaper claiming he died. He reportedly harassed Yeezy staffers with bullying tactics and used mind games to control them. He reportedly showed employees porn in the workplace and did the same for executives too. That's the guy Adidas would be bringing back. And by the way, he'd be even more empowered in his return. No one is stopping him from any of this again. So no, it doesn't make any sense to bring West back. In fact, Adidas and everyone else should probably stray as far away from him as they can. So, not to say I agree with any of the things Kanye has done over the last little bit of time, but this guy clearly has a hate on for Mr. West. To each their own, I guess. Okay, and this one is from Hypebeast. Ye and Adidas reportedly reach agreement to sell remaining $500 million in Yeezy sneakers. According to reports, Adidas and Ye have reached a new agreement following the official termination of his partnership with Yeezy. Rumors circulating on the internet and social media are now noting that the German sportswear brand has carved out a new deal with Ye to sell $500 million worth of its remaining Yeezy sneakers. Back in October, Ye received heavy backlash after a series of anti-Semitic comments, leading to Balenciaga parting ways with the controversial artist, the CAA talent agency dropping him, and Good Music no longer being signed to Def Jam. Adidas also had to deal with its partnership as retailers started pulling Yeezy products, ultimately terminating its partnership with Ye that bolstered its business. Reports of the new agreement between Adidas and Ye come after news that Adidas could lose up to $1.3 billion in unsold Yeezy sneakers. The word has resurfaced that Adidas planned to spend millions to continue using Yeezy designs, with any branding after parting ways. The new deal is now believed to see the sale of select non-branded Yeezy sneakers with no new designs to be produced. Stay tuned for more details as the story develops. So not really a lot of info here, just to kind of like our boy Mike D. Sykes II says, just kind of fluff. So we're going to do one more thing here. Let's take a look at the Adidas stock price, because I got to believe that if Ye had actually signed this deal, the Adidas stock price would rise up a little bit. And so I've got it right here, the last 6 months. So we've got a 6-month look here, and you've got a little dip, a little more of a dip. And, it rises up a little bit, but it goes down. So, let's take a look over the year to year. They're in the green, but last 6 months, down 21%. So I don't know. Maybe there's no truth to the rumors we're seeing. Here's something a little crazy, a little interesting. Samsung debuts a Bixby feature that creates an AI-generated copy of a user's voice to answer calls. That's right, you ain't gonna be able to tell if you're actually talking to your Android-wielding friend, or if it's just AI. Samsung has announced a new feature for its Bixby mobile assistant that creates an AI-generated copy of a user's voice to answer calls. The new custom voice creator lets users record different sentences for Bixby to analyze and create an AI-generated copy of their voice and tone. Unfortunately, the feature is currently only available in Korea on Galaxy S23 series devices. The feature is designed to let you use your AI-generated voice to answer phone calls for you when you're unable to. For instance, if you can't answer a phone call, you could use the new feature to type out a sentence that will be read out to the caller in your voice. Samsung says it plans to make the feature compatible with other Samsung capabilities beyond phone calls in the future. Let's go! AI is about to start talking for you. Let's get it. Samsung also announced that its Bixby text call feature, which transforms voice calls into written text, now supports calls in English. The feature initially launched last year in Korean and lets users answer calls by typing a message that Bixby will then read out loud to the caller. Text call can also transcribe what the caller says. The feature can be accessed on Galaxy S23 devices, the Z Fold 4 and the Z Flip 4. In addition, the company says it's rolling the ability for users to customize Bixby's wake-up phrase into whatever they want. The voice assistant can now also play music depending on the type of exercise that is playing on Samsung Health. Quote, now Bixby can better understand intent and process follow-up requests by understanding context and associating words previously used in interactions, end quote. The company wrote in a blog post, quote, for example, Bixby users can first launch a workout on Samsung Health and then ask Bixby to play music that best suits that exercise by saying, play music for this workout. Samsung also announced that it has expanded the things that Bixby can do offline, such as setting a timer, taking a screenshot, or turning on the flashlight. Are you ready to talk to your AI friends? Because that's what it seems this is leading to. Cool or scary cool? You let me know. What do you think? And lastly for today, we got something a little cool here. Let's pause this. Expand. How's it look? Looks kind of potato-y, but we're going to roll with it. This is, oh, hold on. Bobsleigh run on the abandoned 1984 Sarajevo Olympic track. So first of all, this is luge, not bobsled. When you go down feet first, single man, that's luge. Secondly, I actually thought about doing skeleton at one point. I was thinking about quitting at the height of my football career and joining Team Canada as a skeleton rider. Was that a person? Anyways, I hope that this person checked out the track. Gosh, look how bumpy it is. Oh my goodness. Checked out the track. Oh my goodness. Prior to going down, you would hate to see them run into a wall or something. And B, there is no B. Frozen. But yeah, this is wild. This is crazy. This will be a lot of fun. It's so damn bumpy. There we go. That's it. That's the end. End of the road from Slovakia, apparently. Pretty neat. Pretty cool if you ask me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been your 5-minute fix.